Mark 14, from verse 3 till I say we'll stop. I'll read verse 4. Okay, I'll read verse 3, you read verse 4. I'll read verse 5. You read verse 6. I will read 7. You read 8. And together we'll read 9. Is that taken? Please let there be order, Victor. Let's read together. Okay, I'll start. 1 to go. And being in Bethany in the house of Simon the leper, as he sat at meat, there came a woman having an alabaster box of ointment of spikenard, very precious, and break the box and poured it on his head. Over to you. For it might have been sold for more than 300 pence and have been given to the poor, and they murmured against her. Over to you.
And Jesus said, Lord, why trouble her? She has bought a good work for me.
For ye have the poor with you always, and whensoever ye will, ye may do them good, but me ye have not always. Verse 9 now, let's read together, everybody. Want to go? Verily, verily, wheresoever this every preach to 7 persons with anger in your spirit, tell them, I must see Jesus. Instrumentalist, follow me like a tornado. There is nobody that has had an encounter with Jesus that goes the same way they came. If they came with sickness, we were told, as recorded in the Bible, that after that encounter, they go back healed. If they came with poverty, they go back with much. I want to prophesy quickly to the first 20 persons here. I speak on that grace. I prophesy on that grace that this very month of August, you will see Jesus. This very month of August, in your business, you will see Jesus. In your relationship, you will see Jesus. In your marriage, you will see Jesus. Concerning your destiny, you will see Jesus. Your family will see Jesus. Your house will see Jesus. I said you will see Jesus. I say 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 you will see Jesus. You are serve a dead God. You serve a mighty God. It's the same yesterday. It's the same today. It's the same forever. When God says yes, no man can say no. When God lifts you up, no man can bring it out. God is on your side. God is on your side. Grace on your side. Healing on your side. Favor on your side. Shout fire. Shout fire. Shout fire. Shout fire. Shout fire. I must see. Sit down. It was a festive period.
It was what? In the city of Bethany. It was what? A festive period. They were celebrating. And we were told that Jesus was in the house of a man called Simon. Did you read like that?
Yes, sir.
Huh? He was in the house of who?
Simon.
The Bible did not stop there. He said Simon the leper. Please sit down. Simon the what?
The leper.
And yet it was what? A festive. And summer was what? Whatever that will make you cry in a festive period, while others will be laughing, you'll be crying. If you stretch your hands to this altar and say amen, that power shall go under arrest. 33 persons, I will not cry when my mates are laughing. Can you see the name? It has different color. Huh?
Yes, sir.
That's to tell you, people with issues are always separated. Simon the what? He was a leper. And in those days, lepers don't go out.
Yes, sir.
The party was a general one, but Simon could not leave his house because of his condition. Somebody was telling me last week that there's one of us here, he was a member when we were on the other side. So I was asking of him. I thought he had traveled, or perhaps he had relocated to another city or country. And the guy told me, that's sir, that young man is at home. He does not go out.
Wow.
I said, why? He said, sir, it's in the shame to come outside. Nothing to show. So he has decided to lock himself inside. And the guy said, sir, you need to visit him before he kills himself. There are people whose situations has locked them inside. It has locked them what? Indoor. But I thank God for the kind of God we serve.
Oh, yes.
He said something to the disciples before his departure. He said, I will not leave thee nor forsake you. How did they know? While Simon was indoor, Jesus had to leave where he was, traveled so many miles, and the Bible said he entered into the house of Simon. He said, Simon, since that affliction has locked you in, I've come to you to put an end to it. I don't know the situation that has locked you in now. I don't know the situation that has locked your mouth. When your mates are talking, you can't talk. When others are coughing, you can't talk. I prophesy, Jesus comes to your house today. Somebody say, Lord, say, Lord, come to my house. Sit down, sit down. Yeah, some of you, I need to come to your house. Huh? I need to do what? And being in Bethany, in the where? In the where?
House of Simon the leper.
In the house of Simon the leper. Every time Jesus Tell someone I want to go to your house. It's because what is holding that person down is in the house. When you read the book of Luke chapter 19, Jesus said to Zacchaeus, he said today, bring it up. Luke 19, verse 7, verse 8. Be fast, be fast. Tap that in, tap it, tap it. Look. Aha. Everyone, let's look together. One, two, three.
And when Jesus came to the place, he looked up and saw him and said unto him, Zacchaeus, make haste and come down, for today I must abide at the house.
Whatever that is doing you, that is in your house, may the presence of God choke it out. Whatever that has tied your family down, that is in the village house, from your father's side, from your mother's side, that has held everybody hostage. Nobody's progressing. Nobody's going forward. If you stretch your hand to this altar and shout amen, the presence of God shall choke it out. Sit down. And Jesus said today, I have decided to come to where? To your house. To your house. This one, don't be surprised. I can just stroll to your house.
Amen. Amen.
Uninvited. But make sure you have a clean record. Let me not come and meet you on top something.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
This is the motto I will come to your house like a thief in the night.
Yes, sir.
Because we need to sanitize something. Am I talking to somebody?
Yes, sir.
We need to do some kind of environmental sanitation.
Yes, sir.
Jesus saw Zacchaeus on the road. Why did he pray for him on the road? Why did he insist that I will go to your house? Because there is something in that house that needed to be exposed. Every human angel living with you, this month of August, fire shall expose them. I said fire shall expose them. Grace shall expose them. In the name of Jesus. Sit down. And the Bible made us understand that even while Jesus was seated with Simon, what I expected Simon to say to Jesus was, heal me. Because the fame of Jesus has went so wide. So Simon will not tell me that he does not know that Jesus is a healer. As at this time, Jesus was already popular. From Matthew, John, like that. He was already what? Popular. The healer was sitting with a leper. And yet, the leprous man could not place demand on the anointing that was present. I will tell you what. Simon has been to many churches. No solution. So he said to himself, they are all the same.
Yes, sir.
I go to so place, they lay hand on me. I went to so place, they lay leg. Nothing happened. So There's no need. There's no need. He already had it in mind that there is nobody in life that can pray for him that he will get his saved. And hear me, those kind of people, we can't help them. If you have concluded in your heart that there is nobody in this world that God can use to help you out of your state, your condition, even God cannot help you. Am I talking to somebody? Let somebody be hopeful. Be hopeful. Be what? Hopeful. Have hope. No Christian can cope without hope.
Yes.
Even in that challenge, have hope. Your confession should be, I can see light at the end of the tunnel. Your confession should be, this too shall pass. Am I talking to somebody?
Yes, Lord.
Maintain a positive confession even in that situation. Lift your hand and say, Father, teach me how to be a Christian.
Teach me how to be a Christian.
I love the faith, the unshakable faith of a man called Job. In his condition, he still maintained the right confession. He said, I know my Redeemer liveth. You may not be seeing the change now. Keep saying it until you see it.
Oh, yes. You're right, sir. Keep the ball rolling.
That is how a Christian should behave. Somebody come in. I want to kill myself. I said, please, kill yourself. Kill yourself now. Do you have knife there? Kill yourself. Kill yourself. You are not a Christian.
Yes.
Who says a Christian don't go through crisis? Am I talking to somebody here? As a Christian, you face challenges. Even as a pastor, I go through challenges. But what keeps me? You see me smiling. It does not mean that all is well.
Sure, you're right.
You see me dancing. Smile. It does not mean all is well. It means I have an understanding that these two shall pass. Nothing bothers me because I know how it works in the kingdom.
Yes.
It comes and goes.
Yes.
Another one comes. Come and go. So when it comes, I just smile. So your brother came last week. He has come.
Yes.
So you're welcome. And you are tired. Look at someone and say, it does not matter what you are going through. Stand up and look at their eyes. Say, this too shall pass. Say, my brother, stop thinking. Stop killing yourself. It will pass. It will pass. Shake them and say, it will pass. One time, one of our members, I think it was Victor, was complaining, sir, I'm not parent, I'm not done this, I'm not done that. Has it passed now? Has it passed? It has passed. Sometimes God allows the situation action to stretch you,
Yes, sir.
to see how strong you are in faith. Until God stretch you, He can't reach you.
Yes, sir.
Stretched to be reached. There are some things that activate your faith. I told you my experience one time in the camp. Fasted for 1 month and some days. The Gary and Grabo to took to the camp. We were 2. I am one evangelist. The Gary got finished. And I said to him, oh boy, in the next 10 days, what you go take breakfast? And I discovered during the course of the fasting, I stumbled into a place in the book of Acts, chapter 1, that says, the just shall live by faith, not by money. What is faith? My rent will soon expire, but I know I will pay. I don't have money for bride price, but I know it will come. Am I talking to somebody?
Yes, sir.
And I said to my friend, I said, follow me. I said, follow me. Let me show you something. And we go to a restaurant. They call it Buka. And I said, we go shop there. He laughed. He said, what you? You get money? I said, I have money. But the money I have is not the one you know. I said, the money I have is faith. You say, I beg. Me, I dey go camp. I tried to convince him. So I entered. This is when God began to teach me how to prophesy. Sometimes you can hear, God can be telling you, this person's name is Umbina. Eh? And fear is telling you, what if? Those are the 2 things we are faced with when sometimes we walk to you. Huh? God said, this is the person's name. But I'll pass that stage.
Amen.
This is the person's name. And fear will say, if you know enter. The stage where we are no longer guessing. Huh?
Yes, sir.
The restaurant and sat down. And the woman I saw there, she was very plenty. She was like 23 and that. All those fat. So she come out, boah, boah, boah. My brother went up. I said, madam, went up. So you get food? Say yes. How much is a plate? She mentioned about 250 naira. I said, give me a plate of rice, beans, plantain. I don't get coins. Coins was wrong with me. The only thing I went there was my slippers, 1 short, and 1 t-shirt. And she brought it. And the Spirit of God said to me, why don't take something? I'm not baby. He said, I will walk through the valley of the shadow. Why? Because the Lord is my shepherd. He's the one leading me. Yes. And the Spirit led me to take Orobo. And I said to the man, give me Orobo. He gave me Orobo. I said, why not take water? Like this. I ordered for bottled water. Everything was going to around 560 naira. As the food was gradually going, second again. So all will die. And the feeling my heart with if I look at the woman's size and she went to sit close to the door and the window was too small for me to escape. You know when you are almost through eating, the waiter will be coming close. And the woman stood up. And I started speaking from I was looking at the window, looking at an escape route. And while I was speaking in tongues, a man walked into the restaurant. The mistake that man made that day was to sit opposite me. And sat down. I was ordering for food. And God said to me, the man that will pay for the food, look at him. I said, okay, no problem. Father, what's the next? And God, I had a name. And the school said, ask him who is so and so. Father, if you know it, he said, just say it. I said, okay, I bet who be lucky? The man looked at me. He said, Amen. As he entered, I gathered momentum. And I crossed my leg. I said, Father, what next? And God gave me the data of his life. When I was done, even the woman that gave me food was asking for her own prophecy. And I said, Madam, I hope you don't go ask for money after prophecy. But why? What got my interest was, when I was done, pray for the man. And I asked the woman, I said, how much is the money said? And the woman called 500 and 600. I was dipping my hands on my pocket as if something was there. Know how to behave as a child of God. Must they know you are hungry? Must they know you are poor? Must they know you don't have a car? Go and buy car key. Add it to your room key. Be shaking it. Calling those things that be not as though they were there. I told you some ladies, you maybe go for marital settlement. My sister, go and buy wedding gown. Thank God I have bought the gown. Go and bring the money. That is faith. Faith is not just definition, theory. It's practical. If you want a car, go to where they sell car. Price one, tell them I'm coming back. Are you not coming back?
Why not?
Is it like?
No.
I'm coming back. You are coming back can be next month. It can be next year. But you will go back. While I was still in my hands, the man says, man of God, no need, I will pay. And he paid for it. And I remember I had a friend that was not eating. And I ordered for extra. And when the woman was packing it this time, it was more than what she gave me before. And when I got to the camp, I said to my friend, take and eat. He said, how did you get it? I said to him, the just shall live. Have faith that one day you will no longer see that problem again.
Oh, yeah.
Let me show you. No challenge is bigger than your God.
Yes. You're right, sir. You're right.
Whether you come here or you don't get passport. What's the worst case? Yeah. What's the worst case? What's the worst case? Something you can say. No drug. I'm talking about something. Okay, no passport. Whether you are here, you don't have passport. It's not bigger than. Was it not Mr. Sam? You came to this land without passport, and today you are a Turkish citizen with your name. Satan tricks you with temptation. Stand your ground. It will pass.
Amen.
You are not the one to pass. The problem is to pass. Tell somebody by your side, I am no longer hiding door. Jesus was sitting with Simon, but Simon was too comfortable with his problem that he did not place a demand. Whatever that has made you comfortable with poverty, whatever that has made you comfortable with not being married at your age, I curse that thing today. I was talking to someone yesterday about Jesus. And I said, I think he's trying to get married. He says, I don't need a husband. I said, why? He said, many are failing. I said, well, you have to keep trying. He said, no, sir, just what I have now is a man friend. I said, what do you mean by man friend? Somebody that is married. So I said, no, you don't need a man friend, you need a husband. Marry. Do not be comfortable. Do not conclude on yourself by yourself. Don't say, okay, since this situation does not want to change, let me live with it. Let me live with it. You were not created to be small. I came to separate you and poverty. I came to separate you and sickness. I came to separate you and barrenness. I came to separate you and anything that has to do with shame. Somebody shout, Pastor, separate us. And the Bible said, why Jesus was seated, a woman who was injected with positive madness broke the door. Broke what? The door opened. The house was not a house. The house was not for the husband. She was not a relative of the family. But the Bible said she came in. When you use that word in English, came in, it's an action expression. She broke something open and entered. I said, Simon, since you cannot understand that this man is a healer, let him heal you. Let me take the healing. May strangers not take what God has prepared for you. Why will I be the one leading people to church and yet God has not blessed me and He has blessed them? She entered, and the Bible said she began to display some things that were beyond human comprehension. The Bible says she broke her alabaster box at the feet of Jesus and collected Simon's prophecy. And connected a miracle that was supposed to be for in your own house. Somebody came to collect your blessing. And one of Simon's problem was familiarity. Up to date, that young man is still a leper. After I see him every day. I see Jesus every day. So there's no need. You should sit down, let's eat, let's play. And neglected the retail. Your relationship with a man of God is not for play. is for result. Sir, I did not come to hide under this grace because I want to see your face. I came to hide under this grace because I need improvement in my life. If you don't press orange, juice will not come out. Your pressing determines your collecting. I didn't say that. Somebody don't call that revelation in another dimension. Pressing. So I'm finally said it. No, not that kind of pressing. Pressed. Listen, God likes disturbance. God likes what? He likes disturbance. I told us on Friday that whenever words need something, there is this, I don't know where he got that voice from. When he screams, it has a way it affects something inside of him. And until you give him what he wants, he does not stop screaming. That is the kind of mindset God wants us to carry. Ask. Keep asking until you get it. Am I talking to somebody? Keep what? Asking. Don't get to a level where you become too familiar with a grace. I see it always. He's my pastor and we laugh together. Yeah, explain to someone. We laugh together. Yeah, explain to someone. It's okay, I see. Let me show you that I know this man very well. I will shake him now. Daddy. I will embrace him now. Daddy. I go back to the person. Told you. That is what they are after. Not encounter. You are a son. And Mary said to herself, I did not come here to sit with you people on the table. I came for an encounter. I must see Jesus. If you must see Jesus, the first thing you must understand is that action speaks louder than words. Action does what? Speak louder. She demonstrated it. After saying it, he said, I must see Jesus. And she ended up breaking into somebody's house, breaking an alabaster box just to overtake Simon. Your action determines God's reaction. In life, until you are mad, you can't be made. Hosea chapter 9 verse 7. Bring it up. Hosea chapter 9 verse 7. What did he say? He said the days of decision are come. Everybody let's read. The days of recompense are come. Israel shall know it. The prophet is a fool. The spiritual man is what? Is man. The spiritual woman is what? Is mad. There are levels of madness that is required to fulfill destiny. You can't be gentle and expect to settle. Am I talking to somebody? Yes, sir. You can't be what? Gentle and expect to what? Settle. Sometimes there are some fighting that are godly. I remember when my wife taught one lady a lesson one time. I was trying to Fight for your destiny. There are some marriages that can't happen until violence is applied. There are some men, you need to drag them by yourself to the altar. Buy the ring. I saw a lady. I think it went viral. She met and engaged. Since you don't want to engage me, I will engage you.
By fire.
Be there. You never heard from her. Just plan in a public. You can't say no. In a public place, organize your friends and just lay down. Chimera, will you marry me? You can't say no. You can't say no. There's somebody apply violence. In the kingdom of God, only madmen are made men. Only what? Madmen. I blocked one of my son on that place you take to metro. What they call it, that bridge. Just blocking. I said, "What my money will you?" He was looking at me. He was saying, "Sama owe me." You know they owe me. But let's see money. Before you knew he blocked me again, I said, "Sir, take this one." If I don't block her like that, you don't go know say. So this month, I'm coming to your house in a violent manner to collect it. We must do this program. That's your own part of contribution. Until you give me, I'm not giving. If you don't give me, we'll do all night. You must be mad. Positively. If you must receive from God. Be desperate for a change. Destiny is not for lazy people. It's for fighters. Matthew 11, verse 12. He said, during the days of John the Baptist, up till now, the kingdom of where? God. Kingdom of where? God. Suffer. But the what? Bring it up. But the what? Okay, everyone, let's see. Want to go? So like you don't think I said it. Want to go? Until now means what? It means now. The kingdom of suffereth and the taketh. So this word is for the what? It's for the what? It's for the violent. If you don't pursue change, you may die in chains. You may what? Die in chains. Until you act, God can never react. The pressure you put in prayer, the pressure you put fasting is what determines your return. You just pray only Sundays and you are expecting miracle. Come and take. You think that was how we got the anointing? Esther said, if I perish, it has gotten to a time where someone needs to make a decree over themselves and say, if I perish, I perish. All I want now is that I must see Jesus. I perish, let me embark on the 40-day fast concerning this issue. Let me do something that will make heaven answer me on time. When you read the book of 1 Samuel chapter 1, from verse 14 to 15, we were told that Prophet Eli looked at Hannah and said to her, you don't go drink again. That's the British version of the Bible. You don't go drink again. Read it up. First Samuel. Say to Hannah, you don't go drink again. First Samuel chapter 1 verse 14 to 15. Everybody, let's see, you want to go? Read, that's why you came. Oh, yeah, I want to go.
How long will that be welcome? Put away thy one from thee.
15, what did she say?
And Hannah answered and said, No, my Lord, I am a woman of soul.
I don't drink.
I have drunk neither wine, I was drunk.
I don't drink wine, I don't drink agave. Huh?
I have poured out my soul before the Lord.
It was prayer I was praying. Huh? But she was praying like someone who was drunk. You see Anna Foro? Inside metro. And people are looking at you like, is this guy okay? Within you, you know you are okay, but you are pouring a something pouring out. Even Jesus prayed to a level where his blood became like, his sweat that became like blood. He travailed. He agonized in prayer just to organize his destiny. Am I telling you somebody? There are some personal fasting you need to call up for yourself. Let me hear you call me and say, sir, I just concluded a 3 days dry fast. Please pray for me. Am I talking to somebody? Mark chapter 2 verse 14. There were some group of people who wanted their friend rather, to be healed by Jesus. And they were trying to carry the man. They were trying to carry the man through the crowd, but they could not because the crowd was much. And the Bible said they brought him through the ceiling. Not they get the house, but they broke somebody's ceiling. That is abnormal. It is what? Abnormal. It's an abnormal act. For you to break the ceiling because you want someone to receive you. Matthew chapter 9 verse 20. The Bible made us understand that the woman touched the hem of his garment. She pressed just to touch the hem of his garment. Mark chapter 10 verse 46. We were told of a man called blind Bartimaeus. The Bible made us understand that he shouted, "Thou son of David, have mercy on me." We were told of Zacchaeus, Luke 19, that he climbed a sycamore tree just to have an encounter. Am I talking to somebody?
Yes, sir.
Action speaks louder than words. Action. Your wish should be expressed through your action. Your prayers should be expressed through your action. How you pray in church determines how tough your issue is. Have you not seen some people praying? Father, I bless you. Thank you. Father, there's this problem I have. I want you to solve that. Father, for the past 10 years, I've been in this land, Turkey. But, oh my God, I'm sweating. You're looking for AC. What's this one about it? Your problem is still, it has not touched you. When they touch you, you will look for one corner and perch while they are praying. Makaka, kaka, labala, 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 labala. You know your case is urgent. Ask somebody, is your case urgent? Or you can still wait till next day. If you can still wait till no problem. This service is for urgent cases. If there's anyone here whose case is urgent, you are saying, Father, I can't wait till next year. I can't wait till next month. I want to see you this month. I decree after this service, you will carry your blessing. You will carry your blessing. Carry your blessing. Carry your blessing. Carry your blessing. In the name of Jesus. When seven persons action speaks louder than one. You spend hours. You lay the foundation. And you now proof it. Your case is still. It's not urgent. Please sit down. It's not urgent. It's not urgent. Things are not working out well for you. You are still doing the waste. You are sagging. That's what you came to Europe to do.
Tell them, sir.
Tell your head.
Tell them.
That's Africa. The same guy you blew in Nigeria. And you could not pay rent. You came here again. Instead of you to focus and work, you are doing the same thing. Your case is not urgent. It's not urgent. If it's urgent, you won't pursue some things you are pursuing now. But rather you will answer the reason why you came here in the first place. If I catch any of my sons invest using money anyhow, I will lie you on this altar and flog you. I love Hannah. She refused to eat. The husband said, only come and eat. He said, I'm not eating. The husband said, why? He said, I need a baby. Rebecca said to Jacob, I need a child. Because they don't need to give children. He said, I need a child. Intrigue God. And the Bible said, by fire, by force, Jacob knelt down and started fasting and prayed. Some of you, the reason why your husband is not praying is because of you. You don't press them to pray. I go to somebody. There are times your wife comes to me and says, go and pray. Go and pray. Go and pray. I say, let me see rest. You say, no, go and pray. Go and pray. Go and pray. I want God to use you more. Go and pray. Go and enter that room. Lock the door. You okay. Lock me inside. And she comes back. You are not praying. I'm not hearing your voice. If you don't pray, no food for you today. Zakata, para, sota, parata, zaka. Only 1 hour gone. Pray 1 more hour. Sola. See why? Men are like orange. If you don't press them, they will give you this.
You're right, sir. You're right, sir.
Sometimes for 1 full day there should be no food, no cook. Tell us about fast.
No gas.
Yes, sir.
Fast. You are the husband of the house, you are the head.
Yes.
Fast. Lead us where not into temptation. Lead us as a head. Lead us into prosperity.
Yes, sir.
Not into poverty. Fast! I need a child! Fast! We need to increase our financial statue. Fast. So don't fast. Keep fasting until it happens. Push, pray until something happens. Will I kill myself? Kill yourself. You will kill yourself. The destiny issue. You have to kill yourself.
Sure.
Life does not give you what you demand, it gives you what you command. Yeah, so have you commanded your money? Did he say have you demanded it? Command it to happen in a place of prayer. Esther refused to make up. Rather, she preferred spiritual makeup. Because she understood that for by Mary Kay, no lady can marry. A lot of ladies are trying to make up to meet up. It can't work. Enter your closet. Make up not the work again. Eyelashes no longer work. Boys are not wise. You know, don't say so you tell a guy, this is my real eyebrow. You come to it. You feel it. No. This is my real eyebrow. And they discover actually what you are facing is artificial. After today, may people begin to appreciate you the way God created you. My wife can tell you, most of the things that they are, don't wear eyelash. True of us. Don't wear makeup. I like you the way you are. That's why I see you, I marry you. So don't. I like it natural. Natural is the way. Am I talking to someone? So when I see her natural face, she's beautiful. And it always takes me back to the face that I met her. Imagine she was putting on eyebrow, lashes, everything. And now I see her new face. So no, you know this mark on my face, I'm marking me, so I have to cover it. What am I trying to say? Your action. God sees your action more than what you are saying. Father, I want to get married today. I want to get married today. What are you doing? What are you putting in place to meet up that project? Number two thing I saw about the life of that man. When she was going to meet Jesus, the Bible says she carried what? An alabaster. Bring it up. Mark 14. We will learn something new today. What happened? Everyone want to go? Everybody. Very precious. She had an understanding that you don't see empty-handed. You don't what? See a man of God empty-handed. It is wrong in spiritual law. You don't see a priest empty. Go and read your Bible. Not that he's hungry, it's for your good. Because you are actually coming to receive. And in biblical law, you can't receive without giving. He said, give, and it shall be what? Giving in return. He that gives a prophet a cup of water shall in turn receive a prophet's reward. Tell somebody, you don't see a man of God empty. Because the truth is, if you see them empty, you will go empty. Are you listening to me? Yes, when you see a priest empty, you go empty. Coming to see a man of God, you don't walk out and you blah, 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 blah. And some of you, I wonder. Some of them will just come, sit down. What? Talk! They are looking at me. Why are you here, sir? They are waiting for me to prophesy. Yes, sir. The time he say, you dey see me. Oh, you see. See, sir. That's why I came. Oh, you see. See for me, see for me. See for me, see for me, see for me. Anytime, for instance, you are planning, we have counselings every Sunday, alright? And you have already positioned your mind during the week. I want to see pastor. Prepare a seat for him. Eh? Yes, sir. Prepare what? 2 Corinthians chapter 9, verse 10. 2 Corinthians. You must understand that until you learn how to be a giver, you can't be a receiver. What did he say? Now, he that ministereth seed to the sower, both minister bread for your food, and multiply your seed sow and increase your food. 11. Paul was trying to educate the church that you can't, there's no way you can receive without giving. That's the law of exchange. Give and it shall be given back to you. 1 Samuel chapter 9, from the 6 to 8 and 9. When the ass of Saul's father was missing and they were looking for it. And the servant said to Saul, he said, I know a prophet in town that can tell us where the ass is. What did he say? And he said unto him, read, anytime I say read, you read. And he said unto him, behold now, there is in this city a man of God, and he is a honorable man. All that he said cometh surely to pass. Now let us know he that peradventure he can show us our way. A lot of you don't know your way. Come, let me show you. You are confused. All you knew was you saw yourself in this time. You are come. I don't learn mechanic. I don't learn electrician. I learn this. It's my field. Am I talking to someone? Yes, sir. My master noticed me mechanic. This was what he taught me. How to give people direction. Now they were lost. And they said anything when the man of God talk happen. Let's see verse 5. And the servant answered Saul again and said, Behold, I have here at hand the fourth part of a shekel of silver. That will I give to the man of God to tell us our way. We can't see this man empty. If actually we want him to give us direction, we have to hold something in our hand. Because the servant understood that when you see a man of God empty, you go back empty. If a need must be met, a seed must be sent. If a need must be what? A seed must be what? Sent. And number 3 thing I saw in the life of that woman, what you give must be appropriate to what you are expecting. Can I say that again? The Bible described what she gave as what? Precious. Because she was expecting something precious. Now let me tell you why she did all she could to see Jesus. That woman had a dream. She had a nightmare that the brother Lazarus was going to die. When you read the book of John chapter 11 from verse 1 and 2, the Bible gave us a story of Lazarus, the brother Mary, how he was attacked by the spirit of death and actually he died. This was what she saw ahead and she was trying to what? Avert it. I came to Jesus and said, Father, I must see you today. There is a dream I had and I don't want that dream to come to pass. The breadwinner of this family cannot die. Let's do something about it. I was shedding tears yesterday in the parlor after listening to a story of one of our daughters in Italy. They went to, that's why they made an aspect. If you want to travel, tell me. I don't have anything to gain from you. It's for your good. Are you listening to me? Yes, because a lot of you have traveled and came back, things became worse. Nothing was no longer working for you. Went to Benin, stayed 3 months. Came back with a husband. Prior to this time, she had been having nightmares that somebody died. But she could not picture out who died. She was explaining everything to me, how the husband died. Young man with 2 young children. She explained. And said they were just together. She was in the kitchen cutting something. And she turned back, she saw the husband stretching. And I said, with all your explanation, you didn't mention any pastor. Don't you have pastor? That you know some things, we just think he just, well, he's gone. And she called me now to tell me that they are after her, they are not after her. She's seen herself inside the coffin. And I said to her, what has been done, the sacrifices that were made in the shrine or whatever they made it, has been made. You go and undo it. Take a sacrifice bigger than what has been given to undo it. He said, my husband died as if they were cutting the neck of a goat. He says, you know the way goats, they die. When we won't do math like this, he said, so they die. You know, some of us feel we are Alpha Omega. We don't need spiritual covering. When they hit you, you understand. That Peter and Paul, they are not the same. They have their own mind. And some of you, God I should tell you, Men, especially those of you that are married, when your wife tell you I have a dream, don't commonize it. Take it serious. Am I talking to you? Take it what? Serious. Your wife wake you up at night, let's pray. Don't worry. It's one of those things. Take it serious. There is no dream that is normal. No dream that is normal. So what you give to God must be appropriate to what you are expecting. If you are expecting a cow from God and you are bringing goats, it does not match. Are you understanding what I'm teaching you? Yes, sir. Don't worry, I'm not talking to sacrifice. I'm not telling you to come. I'm teaching you spiritual things. Are you understanding?
Yes, sir.
You can't give God goat and expect cow. Your expectation determines the weight of your sacrifice. She gave something very precious. Very precious. Very precious. And one of the reasons why people, stand up on your feet. One of the reasons why people don't give is because they don't have a mind of their own. They don't have what? A mind of their own. I told my wife, have a mind of your own. If the Spirit of the Lord is telling you to give, don't wait for me. Give. Am I talking to somebody? There are friends that can influence your heart out of God's purpose for your life. Am I talking to somebody? Hey, so you want to give that money? Don't try it. There are friends like that. The Bible said while the woman was about to give, Judas interrupted. I said, Madam, there is one business that you can do with this money. Let's sell this oil. This is how much that will come out from it. If she had listened to Judas, she would have missed a generational prophecy that would have preserved the family. Let somebody have a say of your own. Have a mind of your own. Because you are the one that got the revelation. They were not there. I was using one car one time and I gave it out. And I came to see my father one time and he was asking, where is that your car? I said, I gave it out. He said, you give her out. When we no get car, you give her out. I said, yes, I give her. So the Spirit don't lead you where you give me. I said, no. Now who the Spirit lead if I give now? One of my sons came to me here talking. Since I have a Jeep in Nigeria, I want to give it to him. So he mentioned the pastor's name. I said, that's what the Spirit is telling me. Go ahead. He says, I don't like you. You don't wish. What am I bothering myself for? The Spirit of God led you to leave a seed to someone. So why would I intercept it? One day the Spirit will lead you to give it. Am I talking to somebody? Yes, sir. Have a mind of your own. There are some of you, you would have been 10 times better than where you are now, but because a friend of yours gave you a satanic cancer, and you held back a sacrifice that God demanded from you. Evil friends with evil cancer. I told you when I went to Delta State to preach one time. I said in this church, right?
Yes, sir.
Huh?
Yes, sir.
The friend stood up and said to the guy, don't try it. And the young man looked at me and said, forget about that man. Salvation is person. I will do what God is saying I should do. Anybody around you that want to intercept or bring you out of God's plan for your life, may God chase them out of your life. Lift your hands. You're going to take a prayer. Father, keep me right instruction that will change my life forever. Give me the counsel that will transform my destiny. Say after me, my Father, my Father.
My Father, my Father.
As I begin to pray, instruct me. Give me instructions. That will lead me to my celebration. Open your mouth and take those prayers.
My Father, my Father, that will take me to my place of destiny. Give me instruction.
I think I'm seeing already in the spirit. Open your hands, everybody. Can I pray for you? No. You know me. What's my name? Huh? Me. What's my name?
The Pastor Desmond.
What's your name?
Desmond.
Stand. Lift your hands, everyone. Say after me, oh God.
Oh God,
My case is urgent.
my case is urgent.
Intervene.
Intervene.
Open your mouth and say,
My Father, my Father. In Maruka, my case is urgent. Yakazelo Brade, Yakazize Leto Shika Kaputa, Yakamato Lepronato Lede, in Maroshi Gana Korekere. Intervene in my matter. Intervene. My case is urgent. My case is urgent. My case is urgent. My case is urgent.
in Jesus' name we pray.
Hey!
How are you, sir? What do you have to do with something like taxing?
Taxi. No,
What do you have to do with something like taxing?
nothing.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Where do you live?
Go back.
Go back.
Yeah.
Okay. I want to cancel anything that will lead to tears because I'm seeing something like an obituary paper written on it. I see something like I-Y-E, something Iyenoma. Iyenoma.
Yeah, I have a cousin.
Iyenoma.
Yes.
Iyenoma. Who is something like Judas?
My brother, my close friend, my brother, my friend, my cousin.
Your brother, your friend, your cousin.
Yeah.
Who is something like Becky?
Becky. No.
Open your hands. I want to decree upon everybody here this morning. Whatever that is a stigma in your life, it shall expire today. It shall expire today. It shall expire today. Shout an amen 3 times. So you don't know his birthday?
No.
Emanuela.
No.
Eh?
No.
What's the name? No. You don't know Emanuela? Who attends something like a white garment church in your family?
My mom.
Huh?
My mom.
Pow! Who goes with her?
My younger ones, my sisters.
Because your people. Lift your hands, everyone. Let's take one more prayer. Say with me, my Father, my Father.
My Father, my Father.
Whose father's name is something like Inkem Delim? Inkem Delim. Inkem Delim. Inkem Delim. Whose father's name? Inkem Delim. Huh?
My wife
You said?
I have something.
Your wife, Sunday. Where is she? Say after me, my Father, my Father.
My Father, my Father.
As I begin to pray,
As I begin to pray
in this prophetic hour,
in this prophetic hour,
give me my prophecy.
give me my prophecy.
Open your mouth and take that prayer. Who is something like Vanessa?
That's my cousin.
Huh?
Cousin.
Cousin. What I say something like Jeremy?
Yeah. I also have a cousin.
Not like the way you are responding.
I have a cousin Jenny called Vanessa too. Your mom Vanessa something.
The cousin.
Yeah.
Do something like praise.
Praise Johnson, my cousin too.
Your cousin.
Yeah.
Professor. I cancel anything that will bring tears in your family. I cancel anything that will bring tears in your family. I cancel anything that will bring tears in your family. In the name of Jesus. Do you know anything about music?
Music. No.
Do you know anything about music?
No.
Open your two hands. Oh, do you know anybody called Chidima?
Yes,
Who's that?
my sister.
Your sister. Where is she?
Lagos.
Where in Lagos?
Calabar.
Alaba. I just saw the yoke of delay broken. Any form of delay that you have been experiencing, it has just ended today. I push you into your rest. I push you into speed and favor. In the mighty name of Jesus. Give me your hands. Complete what you are pursuing.
Amen.
Complete your project.
Amen.
Complete.
Amen.
In the name of Jesus.
Amen.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 days from now. There will be a good news. There will be a good news. Or it's in 2 ways. There is someone in your family, a strong man in your family, that God is going to take it away. There's a strong man in your family that God is going to take it away. And this will usher the family into rest. But what I'm saying, why you are sharing a testimony, another person in the family is sharing testimony. It's going to go around. All what has been held down, God said it shall be released this month. In the name of Jesus. Lift your hands, everyone. Let's take 2 more prayers. Let's take 2 more prayers. I want to pray. Where are you going? I'm still on to you. How many of you are believing God that something good is going to happen to you this month? Believe. Stretch one hand out and one hand to this altar. One hand out, one hand towards this altar. Say, Father, this is my month.
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 I receive.
I receive.
I receive
I receive
the blessing.
the blessing.
Open your mouth and talk to God.
This is my moment. I receive the blessing. This is my moment. This is my moment, Jesus. I receive the blessing.
In Jesus' mighty name we pray.
Amen.
Come, my daughter. What's today? What's today? Huh? Who is Sunday in your family? Huh?
My brother.
Your brother. Where is Sunday? Lagos. So I'm seeing them calling Sunday that he should come. That Chidinma is dead. Who is something like Chimere? I'll get Mere. Chimere is your brother. Call your sister. There's a place they want to go this evening. Tell her not to go. Because I see a group of people storming that place with cutlass. And I see casualties. I'm talking about this evening. I'm seeing casualties, including Chidima. Are you listening to me? Do I know her? You have told me about her. Are you sure? You have not discussed about her. Whatever that is waiting for you tomorrow to take your life, may the God of Apostles Joseph Suleiman deliver you. May the God of your father deliver you in the name of Jesus. May the God of your father deliver you in the name of Jesus. May the God of your father deliver you in the name of Jesus. May the God of your father deliver you in the name of Jesus. I just saw a pot destroyed. I just saw a pot broken. Where is it? Where is Mama G? I just saw a pot broken. Where is Mama G? Is she here? I saw a pot broken. Who is Godwin?
It's my junior brother. Junior brother.
I see a pot broken.
It's true, Daddy.
And I see destiny is being released. God, I see Godwin's destiny released. I'm seeing comfort destiny released. What is happening? What is happening here today? Anywhere they hid your glory, anywhere they cut your glory in a pot, Mary says he will release. I see Angela. Who is Angela? I see Angela destiny release also. I stand on the strength of this prophecy. Everywhere they take your destiny, as a servant of God, I command a release. I command a release. 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 I got you back covered in your village. I got you back covered in your village. I got you back covered in your village. I bring out your destiny. I bring out your destiny. I bring out your destiny. You will marry this year. You will build this year. You will build this year. You will build this year. Shalom and Samatar. I see Janet. Janet.
Oh, Janet is my sister.
Janet destiny release.
Oh my God.
Who's up like Cecilia?
Yeah, it's my mother.
Your mother? Yes, she.
My state.
She's there.
Cross River.
God said I should tell Cecilia that this year she will begin to eat the fruit of her labor. I feel power in this temple. They say you will not marry. They say you will not build. They say your house will not gather. I pray for you as your pastor. Under this grace, God shall expose them. Look for 3 persons, you will hold us to them. I'm feeling a release. Make friends with them, make friends with them quickly. Make friends with them. Make friends with them quickly. Shalabadadadadada. Kolomono shehindala nokosumehia. Baraka na baraka bakasonda. Kagodogodo selehe. Selehe, 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 banagonda. Hold on to that person. Say, my father, my father. My father. Wherever destinies are buried. As I pray for my brother. It is released now. Open your mouth and take that prayer. As I pray for my brother. Let it be released. Let it be released. Let it be released. Who is something like Agbo?
My stepbrother.
Agbo.
Agbo is my sister. Staying in Lagos.
God is saying to me to tell you, everyone here, if there is a man in your village, in your family, if there is a woman in your family that has vowed that nothing good will come out of your family, if I be a servant of God, which you know, this month they shall die and release your family. The kind of strange things that will happen this month. I see God handling stubborn battles. Amen. Stubborn battles. Amen. Stubborn problems. Amen. Stubborn battles. Amen. Perhaps I should tell you, go and do what Abel did. Do you know Abel in the Bible? Huh?
Yes, sir.
Go and do what Abel did.
Okay, sir.
Take a sacrifice. What's your name?
Amen.
Eh?
Amen.
Go and do what Abel did and see God. Some of you don't understand what I'm saying.
I know, sir.
I like to hear that a witch is there. I like that. I know why you shoot me. Whether that person is a native doctor, the step you are about to take now shall put an end to the Goliath in your family. Lift your hand, I'm going to take this prayer. You are saying, Father, this month is this month. I am taking a judgment sacrifice. A sacrifice. Put an end to the battles in my family. Put an end to the battles in my family. Say with me, my Father, my Maker. My Father, my Maker. By reason of today's communion service. Put an end to the battles in my family. Open your mouth and take that prayer. My Father, by the reason of today's communion service, put an end to my battles in my family. Put an end to the battles in my family. How are you, young girl? Can I pray for you? No. It's your first time?
No, sir.
Third time. Have you spoken with me?
No, sir.
Have you seen me one-on-one?
No, sir.
I'm looking at your family. It's time for somebody to be great in that family. Who is success?
I'm so sorry, sir.
You are success. You came alone? Huh?
My friend.
Friend. Where is friend? How are you? Are you Nigeria? I look like Oyibo person. Jennifer. Who is Jennifer?
His name.
Success. Are you ready to succeed? Huh?
Yes, sir.
Can I help your life? You will be the first great person in our family. Who your shoe? Where my shoe? Who invite each other? Now you are in a shoe. Now you invite her. She invited me. This encounter may be what will change your family forever.